It's not even doing anything. While I wait for the fucker's immaculate. What am I doing next? It smells like burnt. It's probably a food downstairs. Bright foxes. Boop. Oh, 13 minutes. Will they beat me to it, or? Let's just see. One more thing. Once I have this, that's this book done. And then there's only 2 books left after this. And then the longest part of this godforsaken weapon chain is done. And it's just a matter of, like, well, potentially the longest. Depends, because one of the steps involves grinding 75 of an item called Alexandrite, which just appears from stuff. It just appears from fates, levs, and shit. So, what's that? I'm not only saying all the way to you saw that family laugh like that. I think so. Chris is having technological difficulties. I was thinking, is he already uploaded his stream? It's curious. Surely not. His internet is fast. It can't be that fast. Can it? Actually, you know what? Probably can it? Because he's like fucking 100 megabytes upload, megabits upload, whichever it was. There's a difference. Even though it's a bit fundamentally stupid, there's a difference. Why is it fundamentally stupid? I couldn't actually say, it just annoys me. That we have 2 of them, and the only distinction is whether the second part of the initialization is capital or not. Balls. Gotta get a feel for the jumping. Balls. Encoding's going again. Again, I didn't restart my computer for this. I just haven't bothered to, because fuck it. But I'm not even sure it makes a difference, honestly. I feel like fundamentally it should if the encoder issue is like, oh, cache or whatever is built up and it's flooding the shit, but I feel like that's not the case at all. I feel like it really is just something like, oh, your AMD, like, encoders for this shit are just terrible. Or, I kind of wish it was something as simple as, like, I could use more RAM to do it. Because I could just cram another stick in there, because I have a 16 gigabyte stick. Have another one in there, have 2, bring it to 32, and, you know, all problem solved, but I don't think it's that. Pretty sure it's, you know, like the Ryzen and like the RX, Radeon RX are like both really good for actually like playing games and shit, but the shit I want, I kind of wish I didn't have to spend like money for Intel prices and the videos. I mean, the video graphics cards are better anyway for everything. Hello, I'm Emily. It's me complaining to myself as I fuck about our whole time district looking at stuff while queuing for a dungeon I need for the book. So then that'll complete this book, and there's only 2 books left of this perverse chain of building this spear into the Ultra Spear. And, you know, basically doing it while I wait for Chris and Evan to be ready whenever they're done or feel like coming on. And if they do, I'll just tag out and we'll continue with our shit. If they come in while I'm in the middle of the dungeon, well, that's going to be a bit awkward, but my experience so far for all like the level 50 post-game dungeons is that all the people in them are like immaculate fucklords who just hell sprint from like where to go all the way to the end. They don't give a shit. It's wild. Which is great for speed reasons. That's part of why I'm down to just two books left after this, is that once I actually get into the dungeons, most of the time it's with people, or at least with a tank who knows where they're going, what they're doing, so things move very, very fucking quickly. I don't have enough equipment and damage output to actually contend with their mad pools. It's mostly just me ranting with myself. As most of my things when I'm not actively talking to people end up being. Why in my throat today? There's NPC swimmers here. NPC perverts here. The moogles will get theirs today, one way or another. Well, maybe. Provided there actually is a gathering stream here, and if not, I might... I don't think there won't be, because, you know, Chris has issued the summoning knell. Evan is more or less always in. He has not yet been prevented by circumstance yet. But on the off chance it isn't, I will probably just... I don't know, roll in the Curse of the Moon 2, DJ Max, something like that. I'm hoping the PSN summer sale stays on until Friday when I get paid, because all the DJ Max DLC is on sale. So I might just say fuck it, grab all of it, so we have like just all, basically the entire series worth of songs. At least all the ones they had owned the rights to or whatever. And just run through all that. There are some really nice houses. This is something that like fucks with me. This is like someone's retainer just like holding up here. Oh, they can just sell your shit to anyone who walks past and looks. Nice. You get some really nice house designs. Oh, like these trees and the high bridges and all, especially. Someone around here has like full on like cherry blossoms and stuff, and that looks incredible. I forget where they are. Let's go on down there and find them. We have one other DPS in the queue with us, because this is the solo DPS experience. Your wait times are always over 10 minutes, unless it's a dungeon in high demand. Which is, yeah, well, at least in ARR, at least. Maybe as we go further along and catch up to what I assume the majority of the player base is, we'll start seeing stuff like, yeah, it's this stuff. It isn't exactly the one I was thinking of. There's another one who's like just all, like this tree, but like all of it everywhere. This is nice though. I thought they were like matching her or something, but no. This is the one. Yeah. Look at all of it. There's also this one, actually. Here's chapter 6 of Galactica. So far the story is good in concept, we thought it was a movie. That doesn't work too well for a game. Constantly it forces you to ignore commands, because random people ask you for fears that go against your superior's commands, and then you get shouted at, or as though you had no choice in the matter. Even though you had no choice in the matter. That does sound a bit I kind of hate that stuff in games where it's kind of like, even if you're intentionally doing it to be like, welcome to like literal hell or whatever, it's still just very annoying when you do stuff. It's like, this person wants this and this person wants this, but it's not a deliberate moral choice clash thing. It's like, just fucking, we don't have any real regard for game design or anything. Oh, I see both Chris and Evan have appeared on Final Fantasy XIV, according to Discord. The jig may be up. Look at this two-wide stable with a fancy white chocobo in it. We are the underdogs in this high-class neighborhood. Should probably put my headphones on because the call's probably coming any second. Chris is logged in. Yeah, I think we'll say the jig is up. So I should actually. So, didn't get it done. I'll have to do that at some other point. Alright. It's cold again. Hello.
Boy can't even solo DPS Q.
It ended up that I didn't get into the dungeon in the time it took. Welcome to the solo DPS experience.
It's like 11 minutes he was waiting and it still didn't come up because he was just the one guy doing a solo DPS.
Yep. There was actually a second DPS who appeared, but there was no tank or healer. Such is the life as solo DPS. Ow.
2 days in a row? What's the world coming to?
The stars align for Chris at random. But yes, let's go kill some moogles.
Yeah, I think Crystal has to finish the one, because you finished the quest up to where it's like
right.
trial. I think there's that one quest, and then it's like, because he had to log off because it was like, it's dog time.
I should have stayed on my queue.
Yeah, you shoulda.
I shoulda. Yeah, just based on my own personal experience, it seems like from highest to lowest demand is like healers, tanks, DPS.
Yeah. Hey, Gavin, look at this weird, funny effect.
Where are
I'm
you?
standing in the front yard. Look at this pool make a splash effect that goes outside of the pool.
He distorts the aether with his every move.
That's not where water is, because that's the outside of the pool. But they didn't specify it as such.
Yes, I managed to get everything in this book done except for the dungeons. And then, well, I did one of, I got both, like 2 of the dungeons done. Like when Chris started his Animal Crossing stream, I was still on work, and then after work while I was eating dinner, I did one dungeon and then did the other. And I was just gonna try for all 3 to swap over books for this, but nah. But after this, there's only 2 left.
You're getting there. And then it's a lot shorter going forward, I think.
It might depend on the Alexandrite, which I hope will be fine, but
Those are fast, you just have to do a lot of them, I think.
okay, that's good at least.
But it's like, they give you treasure maps to get them. It's like, here's a treasure map, you spend 10 tomestones of poetics, get the treasure map or like something. Then you go, and then you fight 3 enemies, and then you get like 5 of them, and you do that 8 more times or something to that effect.
Okay, well that's fine. That does.
I don't remember how much. Actually, it might be a bit more. I think it might be that you need like 75 of them.
I
Get you 5
think
at a
so,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
It's something in that area, so like, if there's like just a map that gives me a bunch at once and I can just keep doing that, then yeah, we're good.
No, they just give you they give you treasure maps. It's like 5 at a time.
Okay, I mean that's still fine. That's faster than like having to do like fates and lives and everything for a shot at 1 each.
Well, I assume Chris is doing the story beat.
I assume so.
Yep.
Well, it says also, even ignoring the part where it's annoying to get forced to do something you get punished for, I do also feel like your character should talk to his superior. Yep, that's also a thing. Like, it doesn't make sense that you're a guy in a military org will just not talk to his superior at all about the jobs he's being given by random assholes. We should probably actually go out to the woods, shouldn't we? 'Cause the next story thing after we beat the shit out of the moogles will be there.
It'll tell just by completing the trial. It'll teleport you to the location. I'm pretty sure.
Oh well.
If you're following up the story beat. Yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
Here's some. Oh my goodness! I just forgot. I
Mm.
wanted to tell you. This might change everything for you, but while you are queued in a duty,
Yes.
you can change classes. So, you can become Gatherer, and then once the duty pops up, it'll say, change back to your other class before you can accept it, please. And then you change back, and then you accept it, so you can gather while you wait.
That is very good to know. So I wondered about that, but I was too afraid to test it in case it booted me out of the queue.
No, it does not kick you out of the queue. It'll leave you in the queue as the duty you as like the job you signed up as.
Mm.
And then once the little notification's like, Brave Fox is long, stop hard. 40 seconds to join. It'll say, not correct job. Please switch to job.
That's good. That's very good. That does change everything a bit, because that means I can like piss off to.
There's the Chris dream. Oh, he's ready, I think.
Right?
Let's pick up.
Alright. First we gotta.
Let's kill a big moogle. It'll be funny.
I can still barely believe that there's just actually straight up a giant moogle primal. Where is this? Ah, Thorn March, there we go.
So are the other primals just what the other people wanted them to be, or is this a unique case?
I think this is a unique case. By the sound of it, like the Moogles have essentially listened to their own myths and like just willed this fictional being into existence. It's like some Fate Stay Night shit. Whereas what is it? All the other ones I think are like actually pre-existing entities that have just always been there. Cause like some of them line up, you know, like if it's a big lizard thing next to lizards, but then you get stuff like Ramu over the sylphs. Like the sylphs are not small bearded lightning people.
Also, you might also, while we're doing this, Good King Mog's theme song is certainly a theme song, and it sounds a lot like This Is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. You will notice while we are playing.
Turn the music up a bit, see if I can hear it. I can see that, it's very Danny Elfman.
Finally, I get to punch a moogle.
I feel this guy. It's been too long since the last Tactics game where I could do that and have a story reason for it.
The Dark Knight is being main tank, so I'll be off tank. The fight starts off with all the individual, like, Moogles guard being ads, so it's like, here's a bunch of Moogles.
It really is just the ground and Moogle slaughter. You're having something happen to you.
I don't remember what that is, but it didn't do any damage to me.
Maybe the most nefarious effect of them all.
Oh, I think it's because the Astro put shields on all of us.
Ow. This is like suitably chaotic for a fucking Moogle brawl.
It's supposed to be kind of wacky of a fight. It's like, it's just Moogles! Haha!
All
Isn't
over
it
the
funny?
Moogle things. Moogle lying on the floor dead going bloody hell is such a thing.
I think that's all the guard. So
Really?
where's the king?
You really are just beating them all unconscious, huh?
If it didn't sound like This Is Halloween to you prior, like a Danny Elfman song, it's gonna now, because the lyrics are about to kick in.
There's lyrics.
There's lyrics. Get ready for it. Even Chris is dancing.
Yeah, that's very, very This Is Halloween. Punched in my shit.
Nice.
It's very chaotic.
Yeah.
I think the ads take priority over the king himself, because they're just doing so much stuff.
Yeah, it would make sense. So one of them's also like a healer, I don't know, maybe two of them.
Anyway, the lyrics to the song are actually all the actions that the individual Moogles do as well. Like, it's describing them.
That's funny.
Is this a dude on me?
Oh, where? Oh, God. I can't see.
There's too many Moogles.
Yeah, really.
This is why you prioritize. This one's just a wacky fight, and I don't tend to usually remember the mechanics of it.
I feel like, yeah, it would be hard pressed to do that, given the nature of this.
None of them really have too much health.
I'm noticing, yeah.
Oh, dead? What? I was in it.
Is you out here there will get you? I want my bones. That's good. This fucker must die. Alright, that one's dying. I have been the poisoned.
Alright, all the ads are dead. Now it gets a little simpler, but he's almost dead anyway.
I just limit break the giant moogle in the face.
Neat.
Ah, that's a good way to open a stream.
Goodbye, moogles. They're gone.
Get owned. I'll pass on that because I think our other healer's an astrologian.
Yeah, that the other healer's an Astro, so that's
Yeah.
a Moogle globe for them. Yeah, they got it.
There we go.
I think they needed it since they were able to need, since it's their role.
Yeah. See, Aki Rosenthal thought that GG stands for Great G-San instead of good here. I mean, I can see her logic, bless her. Oh, we just killed a Moogle God King.
Haha, funny.
Oh yeah, straight off her right here.
Just where he wants you, because the story progression triggered by beating the quest, or the duty.
Handy. Wait, where? This is not the spot with Count Tranquil, is it?
Nope.
That's the South Shard. Right.
Yeah, you're in the wrong area for that.
Hang on. Because Microsoft are deplorable and they want nothing more than every last fucking penny they can get out of anything. Oops. Even in ways that just straight up don't make sense to. Yep. Fuck me. I have to be up on this fucking ledge instead of somewhere easily. Alright, what's up? I'm talking to the Moogle, not to... Fuck off, Moogle. For God's sake.
This one's in the town proper, so you gotta go to the main aetheryte, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can follow on return, just teleport though. Now you gotta talk about primals. So that's the real question, is that a primal might just be faith and magic.
I like this turn because it's quite interesting, and it is kind of. So I had to mute there for a good while. I might have to again in a bit. We'll see if, depending on how it goes, I dread not the hope that conditions will deteriorate to the point where I just have to call it early. But it is interesting because, like, in contrast, like, who's worshipping, like, whose, like, faith is keeping Odin around, or perhaps rather Xantitsuken around, rather.
I don't know if they answer that.
I think I'm fine to believe it as, like, oh, he's like a bizarre anomaly in some way. I do find it interesting they are, like, expanding the definition and, like, how this all works out of it. So you have the one who shows it can be fucking anything, really, not just an established creature that we all know, and the other one that can show that it's don't even necessarily strictly need, like, active faith to keep coming back. These neat things. These are the sort of conceptual things I really like the Fate series for, because it has similar ideas about spirits and stuff.
Anyway, it does also imply funnily that the Ascians taught Moogles how to make the big Moogle.
Their evil plan involves telling Moogles to make a bigger Moogle. Hang on, I need to mute again.
caverns not being interrupted too much.
Thanks for filling, you two.
Reading.
Reading is important. That's what LeVar Burton on the Reading Rainbow taught me.
No, her anger. I think we should just be out of this godforsaken place that doesn't have an aetheryte.
Urianger's just gonna live in the Waking Sands now. Don't worry about him.
Him and I noticed Alice, who I guess is the first time she's come into the main plot actually in a while.
Yeah. You did say last time though, why don't you just keep the Waking Sands and have it as like a forward operating
Yeah,
base?
they're doing it, so I'm glad they're doing it. They thought to do it. It's like, smart.
Urianger's just gonna sit here and be like, I'm here in the Waking Sands. And when you need me, come get me, I guess. But you don't have to come here as often anymore. Just on the very rare occasion when you need to talk to him.
I imagine whenever we have a primal revelation to be done with.
Sometimes, yeah, stuff like that.
We're gonna have to go kill people. Psychic visions. Answer the question.
What really went down in that room?
Time for murder.
Minfilia wasn't murdered, she just fell down.
Yeah, someone brained her. Oh, it was one of those sneaky Scions.
But different.
Oh, he's in white. He's important.
He's an important one. More than the other ones.
I have no quarrel with you. Unlike that jackass, I will not be so easily taken. Infilia, why are you surprised that he didn't die? They're like incorporeal, like hell spirits.
He was just, his spirit was in Thancred is all, and then all you did was kick him out.
Oh, she cannot see the phantom.
Nope, she doesn't have the echo.
Just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that was funny. Tataru's just like, what are you looking at?
No, okay, you must be feeling weird about leaving this place. This was one who was truly even further beyond. I know your father died under Ragobu.
Yep. He got stepped on, I think.
I do like that concept that ones like this guy who are presumably not even possessing a body, just manifesting, are only appearing as human because that's what they can be perceived as. They may be something even more hellish altogether.
Perhaps.
took Aiden as friends. I was actually, instead of like some magic thing, I was actually hoping he just like backhanded like the fist just over his shoulder and just caught her and just like, nah, not even gonna look around.
Ah. Big evil portal. They're good at that.
Pretty good at that. It's probably just to stop you from punching him in the back of the head, let's be real. Special tonic. Here we go again. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
There he goes. Now Chris is in the funny zone where it's green. I still don't know why it's green over there. There he goes. Now Gavin's gotta kill a bunch of enemies to get his way to the green zone.
Alright, might be good for a bit.
That's good.
I do like how that went. He just was up there waiting and was just like, I'm gonna go north, just follow me and we'll chat if you can survive. And that's just it. No snarling, no fancy evil plan, just make it or not, I don't care.
They aren't that hard of enemies.
No. Barely worth thinking about. But then I am like coming up on the level cap for Heaven's Word, so
And we haven't even started yet.
the wonders of the relic quest, I suppose.
I think Chris is even like, what is he, 56? Yeah, 56. So, he's already got a big amount of experience, more than is needed at the time.
Hello, Hammer. This is still gonna fuck off. There we go. Oh, just straight up Scions. Particularly beefy Scions, but Scions are the same.
They're there.
Have to kill the healer first. They drop in like 2 hits. 1 hit.
Now Gavin gets to talk to this funny man. And we'll figure out what's going on.
I mean, he's not wrong. Like, truly, we can't actually judge him on that front because he is not wrong. He did not choose the attack until she did.
He's got a point. La Habre was just a crazy guy.
La Habre, even amongst his brethren, he's considered unique. We all just think La Habre is an asshole.
That's what it is.
A little bus.
A little bus. A little bus.
Nindy Direct tomorrow. Yeah, that's right, yes. I'm interested. It's only 20 minutes, but I'm interested to see what they have.
They're gonna show, I don't know. I was trying to think of a hot game they would show, but I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head.
I don't know. Carrion for Switch?
Carrion for Switch. It's coming out. Be there.
Okay. See, perhaps a measure of the Zen for Libro. You are dragging out leaving this hellhole for so much.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, Build on the Stone is actually the last quest in the 2.1 patch.
Okay.
So that would be the end of the first patch story in A Realm Reborn.
Hmm.
Just moving out, and also you fought a moogle in the middle of it. And also Elidibus showed himself, and that's important because he's important.
I imagine he's gonna show up a lot more now. The central Asian face, I imagine. Given he seems a bit more important than La Habre.
You can tell because his clothes is different.
Exactly. Follower's name was Warburton. It's weirdly normal. At least as a surname around these parts, perhaps, but normal all the same.
Yeah.
Andre just wants us all to fuck off, so he has this sweet bar to himself.
That's just how it is.
You're just directly calling out that they have an aetheryte on our doorstep now.
Yep, now guess what? You can just, when you gotta do main quests, you just teleport to Mordona and you walk in the bar. Bam. You don't even have to go to the Waking Sands.
God bless. Andre does have a quest first, so we'll have to come back here at some point to grab that. I imagine many more besides. Sorry.
Those might be the extreme primals, I think.
Ah, okay.
It's like, it's even harder! That's the actual real challenge, is the extremes and savage content in this game.
There's now 2 Garudas.
Well, there were the 2 little Garudas in the hard mode already, remember?
I actually don't, but sure.
She spawned 2 little Garudas. And they're harder in the extreme version.
Hmm. Are you really all that familiar with the people of Waking Sands, considering it seems like a little crossroads at best?
Not really. There was that one lady who wanted orange juice.
There's a pub, there's a weird lady outside the pub, there's a few shops, and that seems to be about it.
Honestly, you spent more time in Mordona talking to the individual people.
Yeah.
Because that was near the end of the main game.
But, I mean, as he says himself, like, we're a known entity here already.
I had to mute my mic because I just sneezed big.
Right.
Alright. Now you just turn and build on the stones, and then it's gonna give you a big old, here's what's going on. So tune in next time for patch 2.2 stuff.
This place looks distinctly nicer, it must be said.
They spent time on it.
They did indeed.
So yeah, welcome to the actual real headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah, this is a lot more neat and fancy. Pardon me. Alright.
Nice new office.
Better office. Hey, it came along anyway. I guess now that we have an aetheryte, he can just come and go more or less as he pleases.
Pretty much, you just like, hey, I'm just show up when it's important.
Oh, the students of Baldesian have just gotten owned.
You're just not there. Don't worry about it. It's probably no big deal.
Crimson clad, I see him.
What is the next color they gonna do? I mean, come on, game designers, get with it.
You can't see my face, Minfilia.
That's true. You got a visor.
Big visor. Freeway.
There's also Nabrialis.
Yeah.
He exists.
Alright. Oh, Realm Awoken.
That's the end of 2.1. If you want, we could probably take like a dungeon break or something.
I'd be down with it. Seeing as we have them all right here. You know, just pick one, pop one, and then back on the story or something, probably.
Yep.
Alright, what do we got?
We haven't done. Look. Hog Manor Hard, we did Lost City, we did Halatali Hard, Fire Fox's Long Sun Hard. That might be nice. Let me see.
Karn Hard. There's 3. Probably on the keep. Oh, it's Stone Vigilance. Yeah.
Get the one called King of the Hull. That's an entirely new dungeon. It's not a hard mode.
Where is this?
It's Blowzone.
Below Zone. King of the Hull. To go see his cutout, do we? Alright. Tulumsa. What's in Jagus? I had actually assumed everything here was like a hard mode one. Didn't realize that some of them would be sneakily new ones.
Nope, this one's a new one, and there's also 2 entirely new dungeons that occur over the course of the A Realm Reborn patch story. And then the rest we haven't done are actually hard mode ones, yeah.
Okay. That's still a decent amount of new ones, considering. Alright, this is Tulumsa. One up.
The only, the only duty they introduced in 2.1 is I think they had a couple optional dungeons, but along with the story is Big Moogle.
For a Big Moogle was a funny one. This fucker's gonna be like darn a level or some shit, isn't it? On you bastard. There you go. Alright, what secrets hold you? Something to do with a ship, I imagine, given the name.
Yep. It's a dungeon called Hullbreaker Isle.
Ooh.
And I think it's pretty cool.
Military marshal just getting up to some sneaky antics.
I think Chris is still finishing up a story quest, though. I wonder.
Golden coffer. Oh, I think I get it. They're looking to get the trophy of a pirate lord. Just to confirm that he's come to his end or something. Alright. That's a pretty neat setup for one. Get my shit tapped up because I don't remember what state my gear's in. That's not too bad, but I might as well. Morby. Just glancing at the little stream thumbnail. Man, he's gone some way, hasn't he?
Boy, Chris, you're really in the story, ain't you?
I guess so.
You can go to Mordona. We're taking a break. We're doing a dungeon.
I might as well pick this up since it's all the way in
I mean,
this place.
yeah, pick it up while you're there, sure. Alright. So goes Hullbreaker Isle. Keep missing whenever it turns to like fucking 1 AM so I can run back out there and get more dark steel nuggets.
Then finish the airship, hooray!
Oh, I'll first need to get armor to the point, they're like level 50, and then get them that fucking Grit Company hammer. Ground Company hammer. And then maybe I'll have enough shit to actually make the plates myself, because if I can, then we're flying. Although, I don't know if I can guarantee that they'll be high quality plates. That might be a bit beyond me.
You can't, like, high quality when making an airship is actually, I think, just speeds up making it. It doesn't actually make, like, a high quality airship.
Oh, okay.
So what's happening?
You're going into the bar and you're picking up the quest, King of the Hull. And we're doing a dungeon called Hullbreaker Island. Just as a fun side thing.
The guy...
It's from the Blowzong guy.
One wonders, do we really use the ferry? When did I get this? I know when I got that.
This one is a bit odd because he's like under the deck. Actually, like, there's a second like floor if you go around it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pest. You also can't drop off the wee thing onto the plank below as early as you'd like.
They used to be really bad about invisible walls like that back in 1.0. There's like a slight bump in Gridania, like a decline from when you were leaving the inn.
Yeah.
And there was a slight bump in the way, and you couldn't cross over and fall down.
That's amazing. Or did anyone? Well, I guess they
It was
didn't.
literally speed bump sized.
I was going to say, how did anyone like tolerate that? But I guess the fact that the whole 2.0 transition happened means
They didn't tolerate it. They
no one
removed that
tolerated
incline
it.
entirely. Yeah.
It was for that speed bump that the world got nuked. Well, we just optional bits and extra flavor chunks these times. They're nice to see.
I like flavor.
Yeah. I noticed that was like one of the things I was doing while I was trying the queue at the start of this was just running around the whole housing district, seeing not just the other houses, but like how much extra stuff there was in the swimming pool plaza and stuff.
There's a nice little area there.
This is not a walkable beach.
I should also say, I forgot to mention, but 2.1, like going from the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones and fighting the King Moogle Man.
Yeah.
That used to be like 5 to 6 quests longer.
I can imagine. I forgot to mention it last time, I wanted to ask if, like, the stuff involving Philomene involved running around, talking to people and getting extra shit before finding her in the forest.
That was probably like 2 of the quests, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, have you heard about her? How about you?
Yeah, I figured, because it was a bit sudden to suddenly going, she's in the forest. But, you know, I welcome the change all the same.
I think they only actually removed like 20 of the 100 quests. But they also said they changed things in the quests that had to remain, because quests that introduce characters or plot points have to stay.
Yeah.
But they are also like, hey, in this quest, we say kill 8 enemies and then go talk to this guy. What if we skip the kill? What if we make you kill 3 enemies and talk to this other guy who already tells you what the first guy said?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think we're ready to go
Alright.
to the dungeon. This is a neat dungeon, I like it. I was like, let's take a little break from the story and have some gameplay.
Alright. Hullbreaker Isle. Don't fuck us, other DPS.
He's gonna.
God damn you. God damn you. God. There we go. It was actually a bit surprised at how quickly we got into Thorn March.
It is 8 person, so yeah, it was decent. But we're a good party composition, so it helped.
Imagine a party composition that involves you two is considered good because you're the rarer ones.
I've always thought this island looks a little Monster Hunter-y.
I was about to joke,
Yeah.
welcome to the new world.
This and Brave Flox's Long Stop Normal
Yeah.
always gave me slight Monster Hunter vibes.
That one especially because you have a big dragon coming in and out before you fight
Watch
it.
out for the bear trap.
My god.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you stand in it, it binds you for like 5 seconds. You're stuck in place. It's like, ah.
Like a stupid idiot. I'm gonna step in one sooner or later.
I think the bard stepped in it.
A harpy has come to eat my head.
Wow.
Use a save. Thank you.
You're saved.
That was actually doing a perilous amount of damage. This is letting this doing a perilous amount of damage to everything, not just me.
That's much better. Look, 2 bear traps. That's even harder.
I heard someone step up.
It was
I
Chris, I
wasn't
think.
even close. So I guess they have range that, you know, betrays their appearance, which is good. That's good.
It's not good.
Use your knife to break the blow caps. Hold step. Don't waste bullets. Start the spiders.
Yeah.
Alright. Bear traps. This implies the pirates came here expecting to find bears.
It could just be an anything trap.
Suppose.
Just call them bear traps.
But I prefer to believe that they were expecting bears.
That's true. There was the. How else do you think they caught those bears we fought in Hallett's Alley?
Yeah, I'm still wondering if we're gonna find those anywhere. It's a bit curious.
Just a bunch of big bears.
Seeing that for the first time was a fucking laugh, though. Probably from the mundanity of it. And all of these gits. It's funny how they end up with a big pile like that.
Gorilla!
Well, fuck. That is just straight up a gorilla.
Oh! I thought I could pull him into the encounter. I think we have to kill these two first.
The gorilla says no.
Use a funny gorilla punch. Yeah, let's just kill the last one now. Now the gorilla. Oh yeah, the gorilla's the first boss.
I kind of hope so. I'm glad.
No, it just says Squatch.
That. Okay, sure.
Squatch. That's clearly a gorilla.
That's a fucking monkey. Still no answer to the people that are supposed to renovate my apartment. At this point, honestly, like, you know, like, start some manner of threat or like try and find another one. That's like, oh damn, monkey hammer. I'm a fucking monkeyologist.
And his roars make vulnerability stacks.
Well, that's deeply unfortunate, but such is life when you fight monkeys.
That's a lot of vulnerability.
That's a lot of vulnerability. Life sucks as a melee range unit sometimes. Please stop screaming at us, monkey man.
I don't remember how to stop him from screaming. Wait, oh, I remember! Shake the banana tree! Bananas!
Shaking the tree.
He likes bananas! Donkey Kong, those were the band's bananas!
You have to say it in the right cadence.
Donkey Kong, those were the band's bananas! Is that better? So yeah, I remember the mechanic now, is that he keeps screaming and adding vulnerability stacks until you take a tree.
Wow.
He just wanted to do one big punch on you. That he's like, now deal with this one big punch.
He just fucking went straight through me to get the Chris.
Cuffs of the Divine Hero. I don't want them. Big snake time.
Oh, that's a fancy color.
I think... There we go, mimics. Is this one a mimic? If it is, it is. Now I've got them all to fight. This is not very good though to have them up on this ledge. Let's take them back downstairs.
As long as I got a straight line shot, I don't mind too much.
Much better.
Please target the fucking...
It was just a weird position for them to be in.
There's a
I hope
stone
this
tablet.
is an actual... I hope this... Yeah, that one's a real chest, and Chris got 14 ice crystals.
You son of a bitch, that's a lot. That is a hefty ton. Oh.
Stone pedestal, don't mind if I do.
Ninki Nanka. It's a weird ass lizard. Look at that mouth.
Bunch of treasure coffers.
Oh boy.
Some of them are mimics.
This thing is doing a move called hatch. It spawned babies.
It made babies. It made babies. Babies are around. But at least I got them all in the big hole.
Yeah.
Now they're here, and I'm killing them. Just a smidge of poison. Nothing to worry about.
When you think about it, mimics are just bear traps that move.
I guess so. Let's go down to the funny little tree over here.
It's doing the hatch.
Okay. Don't worry though. There's nothing actually over there. I don't know why they have a little pathway here. There's not even a single treasure coffer.
Yeah, probably for giggles. Sick.
Okay, now we got two big snake. Mimics. This one.
This is a wild banana tree. A banana tree?
I think you might be able to plant that.
Ooh. Yep.
Stone tablet, thank you. Oh, this one might be a mimic as well. Let's just kill it really. No, it's not.
I got
14
14
lightning.
lightning crystals. That's a ton. This is the good shit.
Do we have both of these?
We do.
I don't know. Oh yeah. Very nice. Storm.
Sure.
I don't like the look on his face. I'm gonna kill him.
As long as he doesn't start hatching too. That's a bit of a problem. Ow, my bones. Release life surge, you dickhead.
Get out of his line. Oh, wait. He's gonna do an outward thing. So keep to the edge.
Oh. I'm dead.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. That was more than I remember it doing.
Heal up first.
Don't hit my friend!
Okay.
Oh, good.
He's still dead. What happened? Oh, he.
Watch out. Bruh, he's doing his funny line.
Why are you chasing me?
I don't know. I don't know why the other guy just went back to the start. I think he figured we were gonna wipe.
You little fifth. If we do not, it's his fault.
Yeah. Okay, is he gonna do whirlpool again?
Well,
Yeah.
Chris got caught. Wait, unless you're supposed to do that,
Ow.
Chris was actually entirely correct.
He
You're
is.
supposed to do that to avoid the whirlpool, and I forgot.
I now have to wait for the thing to end.
I was gonna say.
I was beginning to wonder why we were around.
I think they're traps otherwise, though, until he's doing whirlpool.
Yeah.
Alright, he's almost dead.
Dead.
Wait,
Oh,
no, he's
nope,
got one
he's
sliver of
skipped.
health, and he's gonna do a big blast move. Ah! Up. 2 lines in a row. Why did you give me 3 stacks of dropsy?
Eat shit.
And we're fine. What's in the chests? A funny bard hat.
Choker. I don't need that choker. I'll pass on the bar though. I guess we should say healer hat.
Big drop.
Yeehaw. Oh, it really wants to hunt their eye, except hey, we didn't even take damage.
No, they don't. I don't think they have falling damage in dungeons.
Sick.
Just in the overworld, which is pretty, I guess, mechanically fine. But it's like weird that it's, you know, it's just the overworld.
Yeah, but I think that's fine.
I think it makes a bit of sense, though.
Yeah. When we go tomorrow, don't ask me, ask my mother, Harrison, and tonight, my partner, because it's not gonna like up to careless. Send the boo. To Thursday, I'll call my daughter and tell her to take care of it. Yeah, honestly, at this point, that's the best way to go about it. I'm not like, they're just being plainly unreasonable and fucking you over at this point.
You can't go that way. Seawater sprites are blocking our path with a big wall of water.
Yeah, no, like, if the mold actively growing because thing is not an active fucking health concern, and it keeps going, but begin to have growing recourse for heavier actions. Alright. Choose your destiny, harpy or harpy.
Let's go this way. Dead. Are those? I think those crabs were wearing helmets. Yeah.
That's probably why they're called Soleil crabs. That's funny.
Those are funny crabs.
Grabbing dungeons is the new role.
And I think there's another segment of it. Yep, seawater sprites are back to block us off. And then the final boss is on these 4 islands.
Take a possibility you get the seed.
That's the end of that. Time to boss.
Wild beast? Pirate ghost? What have we got? Kraken.
It's a big squid. It's a kraken.
This is the model of the Kraken used in the movie. It got like unlocked quests only there was a tiny thing that you were just beating with a stick. It's funny.
If I remember correctly, you want to bounce between the islands and attack the tentacles primarily, because I don't think you can do boss to the main body. Do damage to the main boss's body, is what I meant to say. But I think switching between the islands does like a debuff though. Because he uses water spray. Just hit the arms. Geysers.
Whoa.
Yeah, if you try switching between islands a lot, this is a debuff that lasts for like 10 seconds, but you'll keep stacking it, so your max HP will be reduced and you take more damage.
1, 2, 3. Ow.
Oh dear, Chris, you're gonna get hit by a meteor.
I think I ended up going this way and no one followed.
Oh, actually, it wasn't a meteor, it was just a big,
It's fine. DPS is solving problems for themselves.
Ow.
Chris is healing from far away.
Soul of the Temple, I'm like a fucking lord. Alright,
Where's the other arms?
over here. They're not shy about the snipe when they come bouncing over. Fight it. Ow. That hit me so hard I'm stunned for like a solid 10 seconds. Well, goodbye.
See ya.
Ow.
Did you get knocked to the different island?
Yeah, I got chucked away, miles away. What is this?
That's a tentacle. It's a stronger version of the arms.
The green thing over my head?
Oh, I don't know. We're fighting a tentacle. I think fighting the tentacles do actual damage to the boss beyond the actual arms, I think.
Lemon bounce. Wow. Wow.
Ooh. Dangerous.
Wait, tentacle
He's
properly.
got-
What is the green
This guy-
rock mean?
He's getting hit with a meteor type move, which in this case is tornadoes just spawned.
Okay.
Okay, where's the other arm? It's on this island.
Well,
Here.
Oh, my bow. Of course they called it World's End. Oh, what else would they call it? Oh.
Don't worry, I'll kill this arm. I'm
Wait,
good
we
at
all
that.
died.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
Tangle the brick. I believe in you.
Why would I tank Limit Break? That's not a real move.
I believe in you.
An enemy approaches, it's the tentacle.
Careful.
Wallop. No, not wallop. 3, 2, Nah, I died. Alright. I think what you got was the move called Clear Out, which I think does damage over the entire platform.
The
Not
Discord
close
took
to
a
where the
massive shit there.
Did it?
Yeah.
Hang on. Region Europe. Hang on, give me a sec here. Any better? Maybe we'll find out.
Alright, so I think you guys got hit by the Clear Out move, which is when he swiped his tentacle across the whole platform, but I think the safe area is right next, up close to the tentacle, actually.
I think the thing that ganked me was called at World's End,
That might be it too, I don't know.
which is a big old Pirates of the Caribbean nod.
Funny Pirates of Caribbean.
Alright. He's just staring at you as you lie there. Okay.
Alright.
He's not, that's another bard who's an RE man with a big pompadour. It's funny.
It's like how David is, but not, because it's a different guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Move to this platform. Let's try that.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So that's what Clear Out does.
The damn thing.
Clear Out also pushes you back. By 10 minutes Tornado.
Aha! That's, there it is. That's the
Okay.
thing that got us.
Alright. Now let's move to this platform. I think we're ready now.
Enemy activities.
Yikes, I got hit. Oh, he's doing this one. Oh, no, we killed him before. Did you Clear Out? But I was caught
Uh-oh.
by the tentacle. Ow.
Goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm running.
So I'm gonna kill this fucker. Tentacle.
It's aggroed on me, so.
There's still one over there. Yep, we don't want that on Chris. Because it'll do that and hit him very hard. But I had to run back because I was on the other island. Okay,
Sure
let's
enough.
recuperate real quick.
Right next to it actually was the safest spot. That's funny.
Yeah, when it does Clear Out, if you're next to the tentacle, it doesn't like, swipe under it.
Oh shit. I walked into that.
Well, no heals for you.
The ink also applies a damage over time, I think. So, be cautious not to just step in it.
Yeah, it's currently eating my bones. Oh, yeah, that's one.
Tentacle. Yikes.
Ow.
Ouch. Ouch, ink. Away from the ink.
Oh, I
you-
can't move, so I'm getting yeeted.
Jeez.
Alright, so be back with you in a sec.
Where's the tentacle?
I don't understand what's happening there.
I think. Okay, so what? It's over here now. I died.
Oh, that's not good.
What does it do?
Shit and water cannon on me like a fucker.
Hullbreaker Isle.
If you can't refight the boss anyway, is there a reason not to just have a teleporter right in front of the boss?
Oh, I thought whenever it would kill you, I'd use it.
I don't know.
He's a god!
Up. Gavin killed the last tentacle on his own.
Ah, I probably should have used limit break actually, but that's fine.
Okay, okay, so I figured out what it is. I figured out what we were doing wrong. So, the tornadoes that spawn in, you'll get the green meteor icon over your head, and that will spawn in a tornado. The tornado does not do damage, but after a certain period of time, the tornado will explode and do at world's end. And that's a big damage, like, and we had like 3 tornadoes on the platform we were standing on at the end. What it suggests you do is when you have the green icon over your end, go to a different platform and let the tornado drop on a different platform, then go back to where your party is standing.
Okay.
I never knew that. But now I do!
Bar's having some fun.
I commend the bard.
So did I. I got the command. Haha.
That's because you killed the boss, so you were cool.
And with that, I have to go take a piss. So I'll be back in a few minutes.
So while I'm here, do you know how to trade stuff for company seals?
Oh, like junk?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you go to the military headquarters. Because, yeah, they should have introduced that you can sell, like, starting at a certain rank, you can start trading in equipment for the Grand Company seal currency. So I think you have that already by this point when you ranked up. I think you talked to the personnel officer, actually. But I think they're giving you a cutscene because... Oh, you've actually unlocked your squad. But yeah, you can talk to them and undertake supply and provisioning missions, expert delivery, and that's you turn in that stuff for that amount of seals.
Oh,
That's all the stuff you have in your. It's set to show all items at the top, so some of that is what you have in your armory chest. If you click hide gear set items, that's doesn't show any of the items you have like to a already gear set, so you don't actually accidentally sell ones you have assigned to an equipment set.
so all this I'm not wearing right now.
All of that you can trade in if you want, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because I just heard people say always greet everything so that you can sell it here.
And if I'm at cap for company seals anyway, so even if you greed it and you're at cap for company seals, again you can greed an item and just sell it to an NPC for like 100 gil, because it'll still add up over time. However, you actually would make more money by this, because using company seals at certain ranks, there's actually special items you can get. Like you can buy glamour prisms from the Grand Company, and you can buy certain items. You can buy ventures under their items. So there's a lot of stuff you can actually buy, and you can sell that stuff on the marketplace for probably more money too.
I was just wondering because when I was low, like 3,000, and then I spent like an hour getting 3,000 by doing fates on my own, and I was like, man, I hate this, but I don't know how to sell things like everyone's saying.
No, you just do expert delivery, which is just to deliver equipment. I wonder who the last Mistbeard was.
Do I get the hat?
No, you don't get it.
Fuck.
Right.
He's just gonna hold on to it. But you got to do a dungeon, and you got some stuff.
I had forgotten about the being able to sell our equipment you don't use to the Grand Company for seals. That's good to have that reminded.
It is the easiest way to get Grand Company seals.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a ton of those, and we'll be running all those dungeons for the books anyway.
So you've been getting stuff.
Yep.
That was a nice little dungeon break, though.
Was I? Oh, suck. Screen and spaces are sublime and definitely not a fucking wreck. Right.
Now Gavin's just gotta turn into King of the Hull. 'Cause that's fun.
Get some pirate lore and then back on to the main story. It says, lucky still covered by parents' insurance, but I'm still in education. So end up having to take legal actions because of the water damage. They'll pay for an attorney. That's good at least. You're covered. If it hopefully doesn't have to come to that, but yeah, it may have to.
The chief will be right pleased. And there he is.
Of course. Probably should have guessed that one.
I wonder who he's talking about. I wonder who the last Mistbeard truly was. Wink. Nudge, nudge, wink.
Right. Alright, back to Mordona then.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I will quickly detour to Querthus a sec, if the loading ever ends, before the R passes.
It won't.
Friday we might continue that D&D campaign. Hey. Not that, this one. Go. Feast on the dark steel.
Go quickly before it disappears.
Ooh, 4 high quality. Ooh, another 4 high quality. Oh. Oh, no, that was them behind me. Sick. Astaroth Laurentinus. Yerd of Rimenshan. So you'll have to tell me how that goes, man. Because when you described it as on David's stream as being like Castlevania, that was intriguing. Alright. I guess we're gonna go see who these Baldesian lots are. Or not.
Nope.
Storehouse.
We're gonna do something different.
There's Storehouse and Horizon, you say?
But they've been stealing crystals. That's not a good sign. That means primals could happen.
Let's see. Odal's only primal is Ifrit, isn't it?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
They're all getting off pretty lightly. Unless they're about to get primal number 2. But to be fair, I think no one has it worse than Gridania, who has like they like share Gerudo with Quarthus essentially. They have Ramu and now they have Odin and now they have a fucking moogle.
Yeah, but the moogle, don't worry about it. You killed it. You killed it before it could temper enough people, but it's pretty unlikely it'll come back again.
Well, that's good at least.
It was just a funny moogle accident. But it more so brought up questions about the nature of primals. And perhaps that was the point.
Some zesty lore. Right, you. Boss, we just find barrels full of yellow kick. Somnus. I do like that Lalafell's sword is like bigger than he is.
He's just small. His shield is actually quite tiny, though. That makes it all so funny.
Oh, voice actor.
俺だ、サンクレットだ。伝えておきたいことがあってね。ええ、わかりました。
Let's see. Ifrit, Titan, Leviathan's accounted for, Ramu's accounted for, Leviathan's accounted for. We haven't seen him yet, but we know he's off in Fishland.
Fishland.
Odin, Bahamut. We technically know that Adamus is accounted for, because Adamus doesn't seem to be an actual individual primal this time. It's just a thing fucking around in the labyrinth of the ancients.
It's mysterious.
The only one I can think of who's not accounted for yet of the usual classic crew, at least off the top of my head, is Shiva. Now, I would have guessed Shiva would be someone fucking around in Quarthus, given its ice. Thancred just asking, is she hot though?
Of note, 2.1, like the 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3 usually more so have to do with the end of the previous expansion, but while also having little bits of new info.
Okay.
And the 2.4, 2.5, and the 0.4, 0.5, and 0.55 is usually about really ramping up for what's coming next. So that's how it tend to be paced.
Really, I don't think rocking up and just asking whoever's at the fucking port who they take us to your leader is gonna work.
It could. You don't know if you don't try it.
I guess. Alright, any other details? A witness. We gotta cross-reference you. I mean, that seems like the most obvious guess if like they were so well hidden.
Alright, I should probably head out.
Alright. Thanks for coming, Chris.
What quest did you get to?
Mother of Exiles.
Mother of Exiles? Alright.
I was just gonna say spoilers, but that works.
It's just the name of the quest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks. Hope you had fun, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. See ya.
It's been good. It's neat what we did 2 days in a row. It was like, what? I was watching Chris play Animal Crossing. He was like, we're just gonna play Final Fantasy. I was like, I didn't hear about this.
Yep. Kinda forgot. It's a good thing that came up.
Alright, thanks for hanging out, Chris. Hope you have a good one today.
Alright, goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you. Alright.
Alright, now we're just going on you. Chris was kind of going for the story.
I noticed, yeah. You
It's like cooking. I was like, wow.
fucking hauling us. I wonder if he just wants to eat through the story, if he wants to like get into Heavensward. I felt like we had to drag him away to do the dungeon a wee bit.
I think he's an attentive reader. That's why he's also probably not talking very much when we're doing lots of story.
Yeah. I think it's a mix of that and also like he said you needed to focus before. I imagine will get better as he goes along, because this is, to be fair, outside his wheelhouse.
It is.
It's the thing that's sometimes difficult to remember is that I grew up playing Final Fantasy games, so I just read this shit like it's second nature.
Still, it is a lot. Just a very. It's a very dense game.
It is. Even by RPG standards, it is quite dense. Well, perhaps I should say JRPG standards. Get ready to kill people. I do like being a Vieira and thus now being taller than everyone else.
You used to be shorter than everyone else.
Yeah, I just like the dynamic's always best when either you're tinier than everyone else or you're taller than everyone else. In fact, I'm pretty sure like around here is where I saw his thumbnail whenever we were getting the dungeon set up.
Yeah, he was doing this. He was stopped at this destination. We were like, all right, let's do a dungeon.
Alright, time to die. A bird for me and my bird. Okay. Oh, she actually has a different outfit for this.
She's mining.
Seawolf foods.
Why did the sea wolves want crystals?
I guess a big fishy bastard is looking to materialize. Hopefully I did not actually slay too many of them, so there's someone to rattle answers out of, but I'm pretty sure they're all dead. Someone's spawning their eagle mount there as well, time for that fade to black. Hey. Well. Good job, fellas. Why did they phone Thancred and not just me?
Because yeah, there was a good bit of Thancred in the main story, and then he was gone for a while, and then he was evil. Now he's got to be a good guy again.
I did like that line where he's like, "You're just gonna give me a stoic nod again," and then you do.
That's what you do.
That's funny. Ah, this is where he got to then.
Yep, he did this one. This one's a pretty long one, though.
Fair enough. Oops. Oh, red Magitech.
That one's special. Flying cat, funny. Haha.
It is quite funny. It's just a good like flying animation because it just kind of drifts and leaves two little trails behind it, like little vapor trails of an aircraft. Wait, he's not here. He's out here. Raw instinct almost made me go back into the pit.
Did you ever actually see the, what is it? The Regalia do the flying animation?
No, actually, but I'm going to assume it's the same rough idea as the one from 15 then.
It pretty much is, but in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. Those who seek an audience with the Sultana.
Doma, that's like from Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah, right enough. I didn't catch that right off.
Doma is the Asian country. Well, actually, Othard is the continent, and Doma is where they are from.
Is that where the samurai class comes from?
Well, samurai class you can pick up in Alda, but it's
Yeah.
from the teacher is a guy from Doma, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, he raises a good point. We might as well show up there every time there's a disagreement so we can just fuck people up.
Hello.
Hello. Let me get in, actually. Yo.
Final Fantasy 15 car. Where are you going, actually? No, you have to go into Alda, but let's just fly around. We're gonna get there. We don't have to teleport.
That's great. I'm glad this is they actually added this in this full detail instead of making it just drift into the air.
One thing you might be able to notice, the bottom of the car is actually a completely flat plane.
Yeah.
So, actually, I don't know if you also noticed this when we're driving, but oh no, the foliage definitely goes through the car.
Well, alas.
Who cares about get the little details right in the place they actually matter, and screw them where they don't.
Yeah, honestly, that's a valid approach. Like, it's an MMO, there's a lot of things to keep in the air.
It's like, just make the things that are actually important.
Yeah.
Who cares if foliage goes through the bottom of the car? It's just kind of goofy.
And hell, at least this thing, you know, doesn't crash as viciously as it did in 15.
Nope.
That was a fun one. It's like a single dungeon in 15 you can only reach by flying a car, and getting in and out of it was a fucking nightmare of game overs. Because if you approach it even slightly off angle, that car slams into the dirt and kills everyone. Alright. Alright, yep.
The Royal Promenade, so that's where all the red carpet area where all the royal folks is.
I know I could use like aetheryte or something, but I might as well down there. I like looking at the tones and seeing people running about. Right enough, I hadn't actually. Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off. I just was gonna say I hadn't actually realized this place would also be decked out in the bomb festival stuff.
Well, all the cities have their different, like, you've seen Limsa, they have that little area by the Aft Castle, which is an empty plaza except for when a seasonal event is happening. This area is the equivalent, and also, you know, the amphitheater in Gridania?
Yeah.
That's the Gridania equivalent. So they all have decoration areas that's like, it's a seasonal event.
That's neat. Yep. We're here to see if Alphanaud's like psychic senses are right. She's an aura.
I see you've noticed it.
Hmm.
Here's a fun fact. I couldn't tell Chris though because he was further ahead and you hadn't noticed it yet. I usually try to keep my commentary to whoever's furthest behind.
Aye.
But she's an aura, but the one detail is a fun fact that I'm pretty sure they said the reason she's covered up is because they introduced aura as a race in Heavensward, but they hadn't finished the models yet. They did. They had a tail, but put clothes on it because the race isn't finished yet.
That's funny.
Just make her mysterious, and you can play it off.
This music reminds me a bit of the Anno games. It's that grand imperious style. You can trust me with my cybernetic glowing face. I'm the pub.
The cybernetics just mean you're powerful.
Which... oh, that's staircase back there, okay. Ooh, that I could just jump over the railing, land down below. I'm a dragoon, I can jump. Say staircase, it's the lift. Either way.
You know what would be funny?
Mm-hmm.
Is if it would be mechanically unfair, and it's of course why they don't do it. But spine shatter dive should do a little bit of damage to you because you shatter your spine.
You just yeet yourself at the thing so hard you hurt yourself a bit in the process.
It literally says you shatter your spine.
You shatter everyone's spines involved, theirs and your own. The ultimate fight ending technique. Voice acting.
逃れてきた。あまり良い言い回しではないようだ。
Ah, he knows her name.
Yeah, she was talking to him while we were on our way there.
It's a smooth way of introducing it then.
So yeah, the entirety of the Far East is full Garlean control at this point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
私はドマにいた同族を隠れ里へ逃がした後、残った者たちを先導し、エオルゼアへと打ち伸びてきた。
まさか。
Ah, the Emperor passed. And shit's not going well back home then. I didn't actually think about that.
That's why they have not been... Once we defeated the 14th Legion, they didn't, you know...
No one came knocking to make revenge.
Well, it probably wasn't worth it at that point in time. They probably would back off a little bit to recuperate.
Yeah.
But also, Emperor die of old age. Uh-oh.
And Doma has just been burned to the dirt. Getting some flashbacks here.
ではあなた方は この国に難民の受け入れを求めている。
Typical German construction and management strategy games. This reminds me of a thing you retweeted a while ago. The image of the cover of a Die Fugger 2. The series actually has, well, I guess Defugger 2 then. The series actually has an interesting story related to it. It's funny how that works out.
そうだ。先ほどの港町ベスパーベイと言ったか。難民たちの多くは帝国への反乱に参加した者とその家族。我らは
I feel like that's
その
the
代表と
risk.
して
I
交渉に来た。
understand you want to keep them in the boat safe, but also a boat's like an easy thing to take down for a military. Fight for blood.
この国の王、
Also,
あるいは権力
boats,
者に談判できればと思い、
they're just not good places to be too often.
て
Unless you're traveling. Or it's a cruise, but
違
come
法
on.
の民がこぞって
This is
王
not
宮に押しかけ
cruise.
れば
No.
Era of the world. This is old-timey boats. And that's where disease happens.
そこは浅はかだったよ。
And the lack of food and
I mean,
such.
hell, even on modern cruises, you get that a bit.
食事も取れず、
Things tend to go a bit
船の
south.
中には大勢の子供たちもいる。
Because you gotta, how close you gotta pack people in to do boat activities.
それに
Like go.
ここに来るまでの間、我らと同じような難民らしき
Yeah,
民衆も
unfortunately, you kind of picked the worst one to try
この
making
国もいろいろと複雑
the
な事
plea
情らし
to
い。
because they just don't give a shit.
Yep. So they dock in Vesper Bay. They're in
我々にとって
uh
ガレマール
Olda territory. And they already got refugees, and they're already pretty racist to the refugees, so now that they're here, they're going to be even racister.
Feel like Limsa or Gridania would have been the best. I mean, Gridania is like just generally a bit
結果までは
racist
保証
anyway.
できないが
So Liminsa is probably the safest bet, and that's not even a good one necessarily.
それは本当か。
任せてくれたまえ。
I never felt like Gridania was
お
super
偉い方には
racist.
顔が利く
I mean, they
There was
have a
that
whole...
one guy in the Archers Guild who was kind of racist, yeah. And they have the history where like humans and elves didn't get along.
Yeah, there is that whole thing of like, they do regard adventurers as suspicious for not being true Gridanians and shit.
Yeah, insular, yes.
Okay, maybe not exactly racist then, yeah, but just insular. Which...
Yeah. It probably doesn't help,
Wait.
like I said, when the calamity happened, it's like, here's a fourth of the forest. It's gone.
Yeah.
And in their lore, they're like, the spirits are also very protective of the forest.
Yeah, you have that whole delicate resource balancing thing to make the spirits happy.
形けない。助かる。
There's a lot of lore in this world, and that's why I like it.
Yeah, it's good
夕
stuff.
霧殿あなたは随分と変わった身なりをされている。
この格好につい
It
ては
evokes, the attire evokes feelings of unfinished model to
姿
me.
形が異なるものが現れればいらぬ騒ぎを呼びかねない。我らは助けを請う身。この地に不要な波風を立てたいわけではないのだ。
なるほど。それは賢明な判断だろ
理解と心遣いに感謝する。
う。では、私は早速ラウバーン局長に話をしてこよう。
I didn't know that they bolded I in his subtitles thing. Seems I. Well, if you say so, Elfinod. I'm just gonna sit here and drink with the dragon lady. I just got that joke. They all come from the Asian themed land, and she's a dragon lady.
Yes. Aetheryte kinda is like a culmination of like Japan, old Japan, China, Korea. Like it's just a kind of a mash of it.
If they're like, like Japan and Korea in particular, not Japan and Korea, Japan and China in particular are kind of like bound like that anyway if you go back far enough.
Yeah. But it's like a wide swath of Asian culture is how they represent Aetheryte. What's going on with Momodi?
Hey, spare food. Sick. I love it when a plan comes together, especially when I don't actually have to just to kill people for it. You'd think more people would be less willing to argue with me when they see the giant spear, but such is the world. I'll eat shit, racist boy.
Yep, they're all racist. All of them.
Ultra capitalist racists. I didn't. We really truly are in Eorzean America.
Yeah. It's like, although again, their attire is for country and coin, so it's
Yeah.
like, hey, nationalism and money.
Getting into like the fucking talking points and beliefs word for word here too. Can't give the poor anything they'll expect it.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
there's food.
Oh, that's that good bit solved then. I do like the subtle meaning of his words here. Your presence will serve to remind them of the meaning of philanthropy. I'm standing here decked out in dragon armor and a giant spear.
That's nice.
One would do well to reconsider their words in the face of me. Given the quest name, I'm beginning to think, well, I guess I could refer to them being exiled here, I suppose. That or we're about to see them get booted out anyway.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Mother of Exiles is like from that, I don't remember, was it a poem or something?
I wouldn't know it offhand, I don't think.
The New Colossus, a sonnet by American poet Emma Lazarus.
Ah, it's beyond me, that one.
That's the one that's on the Statue of Liberty that says, "Give me your tired and poor."
Ah, okay. Man, they're really driving home this American thing, aren't they? I get these are not specifically like American sentiments or anything by any stretch, but it is funny to me, all the same. See? While they were making Defugger 3, Fugger Descendant actually sued them because the games made it seem like they only achieved their importance through sinister plots. They had to stop selling the second game. One of the two devs opened a company and finished it, the third one, calling it the Guild. And that's when much more famous the Guild series comes from. That's funny. Funny how that works out.
That's also partially why Wolfenstein 2 is called Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, because it's based on that.
Ah.
The sonnet is like, hey, mother of exiles.
That's good.
東方ゆかりの品々を持参し、礼を尽くすべきところ。しかし、落ち人たる我らには富も時間もありません。無礼を承知で嘆願させていただきたい。
ウルダハ第17代国王ナナモールナモである。アルフィノより話は聞いている。何でもガレマール帝国に祖国を滅ぼされたというが。
さようです、陛下。帝国は現在次期皇帝争いを機として内乱の渦中。内乱の影響は帝都はもちろん辺境にまで及んでおります。我々ドマの民はその混乱に乗じ、ガレマール帝国からの独立戦争に挑んだものの敗北。
Probably was a bit optimistic to expect to be able to topple
帝国は見せしめに我らの都を焼いたのです。
a military so large it has multiple gigantic legions, each capable of like essentially wielding a war on a continent by itself.
Yeah. All the guys we dealt with were just the 14th Legion.
And that was, they had, they were a full tilt military campaign by themselves. They don't fuck about, does the Empire?
商船に偽装した大型船が一隻。その戦争には200を超える同胞が身を寄せ合っております。こちらで受け入れていただけるようなら、可能な限り同胞を呼び寄せたいと願っております。無論ただでなどと都合の良いことは思っておらぬ。我らを兵や働き手として使って構わない。
どうであろう、サカツ州の方々。
いい提案ではないか。第7零祭からこっち復興やら開拓やらで人手が不足しているのは確かなのだ。
One in favor.
彼はミラージュトラストの総帥テレジ・ア
Pretty
デ
much, yeah.
ウルダハ金融界を牛耳っている男さ。
異国の民だ。法の整備は必要になろうが、それを前提とした上でも受け入れを検討して良いのではないか。
I do notice like most of these are Lalafell actually.
Yeah.
なぜです、ロロリト殿。
現状を見よ。零細難民とアラミゴからの流民ですでに
the resistance has
溢れている
arrived.
ではないか。しかもそのほとんどはすでに5年以上も居座ったままだ。
We've already got refugees, we don't want more.
かつて黄金都市と呼ばれた面影もないほど国庫の状況は逼迫しておるではないか。とてもではないが異国の民など受け入れる余裕はない。それに近頃は難民による犯罪も増えている。テレジ・アデレジ殿にも報告が上がっていよう。 難民の多くは職を持てず悪事に手を染めている。
Now I would say is a good time to re-emphasize that the syndicate is headed by the royalty, which in this case is Nanamo, and then everyone else earns their place on the syndicate by being the richest person in Ul'dah.
This is, considering how it was definitely relevant years ago when this was written, of course, but its comical harm much more relevant as it's gotten in the time since. When we effectively have, the ruling committee of this city is actually just the billionaires.
What you'll find is that Nanamo is very benevolent and kind and is like I'm pretty sure they'll say like, I don't know if they say it up front, but it's essentially her who got the Alamegan refugees able to stay in Ul'dah, and she would probably be in favor of this.
Yeah.
But the rest of the moneyed interest does not want it.
The mother of all exiles. I get it's like a reference to the poems that's talking about refugees in general, but I'm gonna place the bet we're probably gonna see her get yeeted out of here sooner or later, aren't we? So we are dealing with the ruthlessness of ultra-capitalist billionaires.
Lolorito actually has some of the most power because he is the richest. He's the Jeff Bezos. So yeah, the measure of your wealth is how, so I'm pretty sure how much power you have on the syndicate too. Like just influence-wise.
Well, I'm sure you have a few ideas being rich.
Yeah, that's also why there's little Alamigo, because Ul'dah couldn't take all the refugees who came in.
Like, he's talking strictly from a, I'm going to use these people as fucking labor view. But his point is salient in as far as the deranged views of billionaires go.
I am a fan of the minutiae and politics of this game.
Yeah, this is good shit.
You get a lot of the smaller details in the patch cycles.
You really do. It's an interesting step away from like me and Game of Realm Reborn being a fairly straight-laced deal with the Empire story shit.
Hero goes on an adventure to fight the Empire.
Yeah. There's an interesting thing to consider. Does Roban count as a vote? Because if he does, that's effectively 2 votes in Nanamo's favor, because I doubt he'd go against her.
Raoban does count as a vote.
I only play apolitical games like Final Fantasy. Wait a second, probably got the mute for a few minutes here.
Bye, Lolorito. Oh, more people are leaving. And then you get Nanamo, Raoban, and Teleji Adeleji. The only 3.
王権は弱まり、今やサカツ州の合議なくして国は動かせぬ。わらわが不甲斐ないばかりに。
いえ、ナナもウルナも陛下、ご検討いただいただけでもありがたき幸せ。
しかし、ロロリとのやつめ。
Of course he rigged it. Of course they rigged it, didn't they?
No, he super rigged it.
Of course he did.
はるか遠方から必死の思いで来たのだ。なんとかしてやりたいのだが。
I would say yeah. Like, going through the main story, I was like, I'm having fun. But this part of the patch is when I think the first time I was like, I'm thinking about things now.
Yeah, they're getting into the nitty gritty of stuff, and it's where it's getting a lot more interesting. Like the. Yep. Yeah, getting into like the nitty gritty of
current events.
Of politics of the running of the city states and stuff like how the Primal's working on. A bit more nuance to our foes and what we're doing.
Boy, it sounds like Gavin's getting bothered.
And they choose their moments. Give me that one. It says lilac purple and it says purple on that, but it is a red color dye by image.
It's just a red icon. If you go into dyes, you could see, like, it's a dye that's categorized as red, but it is, like, you can see the splotches.
Okay. Oh.
Like, if you hit dye, you don't actually have to dye anything. Like, you can pick an item and it'll just show you examples. Actually,
okay.
no, wait. I think... where is it?
There it is. Hit square. There it is. No, it's pretty red.
Yeah, so it's classified as a red dye, but it shows you the selection of different dyes that are categorized as red and such. And the rainbow ones, I think, are special dyes that you can actually buy off Mog Station, but you can get in a limited quantity in-game. Those ones are like metallic gold.
I guess that is kind of... It's like a very reddish. Like straddling the line between red and purple. And it passes. Alright.
Anyway, that's where Chris stopped. Actually, I don't think he saw the Syndicate scene. I think he just...
Okay. Well, I'll pick this up so I know where I am next time.
Alright.
Alright, well, I'll have that sitting ready. To the house.
House time.
Things are heating up.
Cooking.
I don't know when the next time will be because it seems to be dependent on Chris's whims. And if I may say so, he seems a bit reluctant to podcast ever at present, so I imagine like each time it would be Final Fantasy.
Yeah, last week on Wednesday I was like, we'll probably come back on Wednesday because that's when the Yokai, and it's like yesterday it's like, hey, we're playing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then we're probably gonna come back. Hey, we're playing today as well. Okay.
Yeah, I learned more or less at the same time you did, so. As I was watching that stream, I was just in here doing my book dungeons.
I don't mind. That's why I made the funny joke meme. Haha, you know the one.
Pardon me. But, yeah. That's Final Fantasy 14. Wednesday probably might be the next time we're on, like, legit. Just because I imagine I might be on tomorrow. I might dare to reject tomorrow's and kind of like I need, even if it's not to do my own streams, I need to handle some of my own shit. So
That's fine. You can just be like, can't today. Just do tomorrow though, because the yokai watch, and then
yeah.
good if you got to not tomorrow. If Chris is like, hey, dude, keep going. I'll be like, Chris, you're going crazy.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good kind of crazy.
It's a good kind of crazy, but it's also like I want to get back to Bloodstained. I want to get back to Minecraft and all my other shit. I got games to play on my own time, things to do on my own time. Yes. Hopefully, if there's a bit of a gap between this time and next, even if I don't do anything tomorrow, I would probably be on this doing books. I might be able to get the end of the book soon. Yeah, start seeing this weapon take form. I think, given that, as you said, Heaven's Word is the Dragoon one, I might just stick Dragoon for Heaven's Word and do the class shifting on.
It's whatever you'd like.
Yeah, Stormblood. Just because things worked out that way. Like bust out Red Mage occasionally for giggles. Not that I can advance it anyway right now until we get into Heaven's Word, but.
I mean, if you were gonna start at Red Mage and Stormblood, then you'd probably want it at 60 though, because Stormblood starts at 60.
Yeah.
But that's however you pace it out. Or
yeah, that'll be us for the night. I need to upload yesterday's VOD as well. I didn't get a chance to. It says dyes are one of the most expensive items in Guild Wars, and I think I started playing with some kind of event where everything dropped dyes, so my character was some kind of walking rainbow. So that was the most common item, but nothing better to do with it. Ah, that's tragic. Pardon me.
I'm gonna jump off the roof and try and get in the pool.
Do it. Godspeed. I believe in you.
I landed on the edge of the pool.
In some ways, that's more impressive. Alright, so we didn't actually make 3 hours this time.
It was just a brief one, which isn't bad.
Yeah, no, it's good. You know, that was part of like the start time. As Chris had his own stream that went over long, because he got wrapped up in Animal Crossing AM. So.
Yeah. And he said, now I'm gonna play Final Fantasy. I'm like, wow. Wow, Chris. You're on a roll.
You did commit in that to be like, okay, I've gotta. He seemed like the Animal Crossing thing was like one of the things he had wrapped up in that were keeping him from doing his other streams, so he might push for more of this shit a lot more often. His own time provided.
It's whatever he would like and whatever everyone wants.
Yeah.
I don't know. Final Fantasy, I'm gonna be honest, it's a game I like very much, but here's the thing, it didn't matter if it was Final Fantasy. What I was really looking for the whole time was just a group activity that could be done frequently.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is the nice part. It just so happens it's a game I really like.
Yeah.
Which makes it double good.
I made it into the pool.
Do a backflip into the pool. Break your legs.
Maybe if it let me go off the edge of the roof to do it, I might actually smart it. Let's see. First, I have to make it onto the roof. Alright, so you gonna let me off here? Sorta. It kind of like worked me straight down the ground, but yeah.
You almost, yeah, I think that's good enough, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to fully get it.
Nah, I think like it'll be a bit fussy about the walls and barriers and stuff. It'll probably only stop me at the edge every time.
Most likely.
At any rate, thanks for coming out and watching, everyone. I'm expecting Wednesday for next Final Fantasy because that's the Yokai Watch event. We could also be that even if he doesn't feel he can do a stream, he'll probably just do some of that himself. When we next materialize, he'll have like everything within 3 days or something.
Like a crazy man.
Like a crazy man.
Because it's Yokai Watch.
Yep.
And then he'll have the White Mage staff, which is Koma-san. I think that's one of his favorites.
Yeah, he is. Which is funny it worked out like that. As for my own shit, God knows. I was kind of hoping for today, but then Chris was like, Final Fantasy, yeah, might as well. But, if not tomorrow, it'll be... Actually, it might even be Thursday, because he's busy Thursday, so I might just pile all my shit on Thursday. Just because I have a half day on Thursday, because electricians are fucking about in the afternoon. So everything will be clear by night. Alright. Good night, everyone. See yous.